All right, gonna start recording. Let's see. All right, so where we ended with this project and trying to use the Cloud Code agents was we made this landing page for a business that could make AI generated websites for other small businesses. So pretty much a landing page for a business that would make landing pages using AI. So we cleaned up, some of the format here last time. Um, so basically, we're just gonna continue on with this whole concept of creating this business that makes landing pages for smaller businesses. So just like the last one, I started by making a bunch of notes of what I want to accomplish with Claude Code. I think I'm going to split this up, but basically we're going to make an admin login page. That admin login page is going to have kind of like this business overview dashboard, showing some key metrics and stuff. It's also going to have a people dashboard so we can see like a list of everyone who filled out that initial intake form, all the way at the bottom. We can see a list of all those people, and then customer tracker. Um, so this is assuming that once the lead was actually followed up with, they were like, yeah, like design a website, and now we're going through the process of actually making the website for them, and just like a place to track it all. Um, so we'll focus on these two, and then we'll kind of continue on with a place where I can manage it. So when I'm actually going through the project, a place to store all my where we're at, where it's hosted, feedback, status, stuff like that. Kind of like a Notion. Um, I just implement Notion. Now that I mention it. And then payment. So this would there would be a cost associated with all this, like making the website. And this on this site start, in this admin portal, I'll have or sorry, not in the admin portal, but on the SiteStar website, I would have like a payment page of where, this is where you would go to actually fill in your payment information if you wanted me to actually make the website. And then billing status to use paid, organization, file storage, if they send me like pictures or something that they want in their website. And then notes, just like somewhere where I can like scribble random brain thoughts. And then I'm gonna host it. So I'm gonna make this an actual website. Um, and host it so people can actually go to it. And yeah, so I'll start with this, I think. But again, like we learned last time using Claude Code was is that the agents are pretty good at specific tasks. So I'm going to make it make a bunch of agents just to do certain tasks, not like manage the whole entire project or anything like that. So just like last time, we're going to go and create agents. Um, we already had these ones from last time, but I'm going to create new agent project, generate with Quad. And then basically all I'm going to have is going to make one, this agent would only work on making and integrating an admin dashboard in this project. This agent is strictly focused on the admin dashboard. I mean, admin page actually. The admin page. This agent did not focus on the content within the admin page, but only with the admin page creation itself. Um, what else? What else? Yeah, I think that's a specific enough task to create the agent. So create the agent, and we'll wait and come back when it's done. That one finished really quick. Opus, automatic color, continue. All right, one more agent, customer tracker. We'll let it finish. All right, so that one's done. Continue, Opus, automatic color, create. And then we're good there. So now we're gonna go to plan. Go to plan mode. I started typing up some of the plans. So let's make a plan to implement an admin only section of the website that has many different pages that we can access. The first ones we're going to add consists of the following tasks. First, we're going to make the admin page interface. Sorry, that should be. First, we're going to make the admin page interface in general. Then we will add the following pages. Actually, let me mention authentication. We will need to enable auth so that only admin users have access. Me. The first pages we will add our a general dashboard showing key metrics such as we'll just copy homes, business at a glance, then one for people tracking, lead tracking. This one would be like the following. So I'm just going to copy the notes over I made. So lead tracker. The ones in place. Backspace. Customer tracker. And customer tracker. Let's paying all the details in one place. Ask me questions. Comment. Let me know your initial thoughts on adding these. Let's talk about testing these. Let me make sure they're tested. We also have agents within the project to assist if we can see them, review them, and make sure the plan includes actually using them for their dedicated task. So I think they got rid of ultra thing. Oh no, I guess not. Let's see what it says. Oops. So it knows that we have the agents. It's going to explore the code base and see what already exists. I'll just let this run. Already asked for command. Yep. And always allow. Yes, and always allow. We'll most likely have to clear the context after this. Yes. Now, yep, sweet. It's asking questions, simple password. Let's see, simple password. Fine with me. Payment tracking. Um, do a manual for now. Testing. Review the recommended. Review your answers. Submit. So I think we already have a plan.md. Yep. We'll have to switch over to API usage soon. All right, I think it's almost done here. Looks like it's gonna write the final plan now. It went over and looked over the entire code base. Right. Nice. Hit the limit, so I'm gonna log into the API really quick. All right, we logged in. Continue exactly where you left off. Oh, looks like they updated AltaThing. So AltaThing is no longer actually accepted. It's just always AltaThinking. Pretty nice. All right, let's see. Let's see. Here's Claude's plan. Directory structure. Okay, it did make a testing plan. Nice, nice. Um, Okay, so it wants to start it. I do want to save this plan though. Before starting, update plan.md to include this plan and what we've done before. We can get rid of future implementation exact same if you want. All right, let it update plan MD. All right, so I'm gonna start making the plan. So let's see what it does. So it's gonna start by making a to-do list. Yeah, we'll just observe here. Hopefully it starts using the agent sooner than later. This counter is new, so it shows how many edits. I imagine that's lines of code. Read this. Zoom exactly where, exactly where you left it. The ultra thing is gonna be for that. I'm gonna rename this. Block. Let it run. I'm interested to see if it does the agent quick. So we'll see. Yep. I don't think I've ever had an instance where I've said no. I don't know if that's good or bad. I'm interested in why it's not using there is an agent for the database. So it must be hyper focused or something on those new agents I created. All right, phase one complete. Okay, there's our agent. So we're going to implement the admin page. Very few interruptions this section, besides me closing out the terminal. Very, very few interruptions. All right, instantly jump into phase two, it looks like. Oh, oh, whoops. I thought I was going to phase three. I guess that's what happens when you got room temp IQ. It's interesting. We'll have to check the context because I completely forgot to clear it. But I think once I actually killed, since I killing the terminal might have helped with the context. I think it wiped it all. So I'm just gonna let it run here. Observe. I wonder if it's gonna ask to test it while it goes or test it all at the end. Hopefully it tests while we go. That'd be great. Last time it didn't though, so maybe I gotta start putting that in the prompts at the start or in the plan. Make a note of that for next one. That's how we do this. See what's this? Oh, okay, nice. It's gonna test while it's going. Beautiful, beautiful. Looks like we're not having. Last time we waited all the way to the end to test. Nothing, nothing worked. Well, it worked, but we had to make a lot of changes to the layout. There were problems with the layout. We'll see. I do see that when it's running npm that we are getting errors, so hopefully it's figuring those out. I wonder if I could see the actual page. Probably not. I am going to ask you some questions about GitHub because I wonder if we've added things that shouldn't be pushed to GitHub because this is a public repository. Let me make a note. Note about GitHub. All right, it looks like it finished. 7 minutes, 11 seconds. Not bad, not bad. Phase two completed. APIs and dashboard. So it's going to go to the phase three. It's using our other agent. Very nice. Let's see this one play out. All right, so it finished up. Let's see what was built, authentication and layout, dashboard, lead tracker, customer tracking. So now we have all these routes tied to our admin page. Very nice, very nice. Verification, did 173 tests apparently. Okay, and then I need to add these to my .env, an admin password, and then visit admin login. So let me change the values in the .env, and let's see what it outputted. I'm going to pause the video to enter those values. All right, so I've entered those requirements into the .env file, and now we're going to do npm run dev and see what it comes up with. Oh, I'm not sharing. First 2000. Here's the scene. All right, so let's see. So we need to go to admin. Okay, dashboard, leads, customer. Can't access any of those unless they're empty. Log out. Interesting. Make note of that. Just gonna go back over to VS and bugs and login page without being logged in. There is a log out button. With that. Just refresh. Very interesting. What is that? Uh, let's see. Ah, the secret key has to be 32 characters long. Let me update that in the .env file. All right, I updated the .env file. Switch back over to Chrome. Okay, signed in. Very nice. All right, so what is this? Total leads to, new leads to, contacted 0, paying customers, total revenue, conversion rate. Refresh seems to actually refresh. Let's see, new submission. Oh, so these are the tests from the last video. Let's see. Has their very good contact information, market contacted, markers paid, notes, timeline, send emails. That work. Okay, this looks very nice. It's exactly what we asked for, pretty much. Customers, no customers found when leads are marked as paid. So let's let's go here. Mark as contacted, and then what updates? This updates. Oh, okay. So revenue, conversion rate, paying customers, dashboard, new lead. We might have nothing to debug besides that logout, but let's Let's see. If Mark is paid, revenue amount, let's say $50. Mark is paid. Okay. We go back to the dashboard, paying customers total revenue, conversion rate, 50%. If we click that, does this take us? So this is, they're considered a customer now. So go here, click actions, send call. Okay, I can think of some things to add, but they're not really viable for let's see if I go to admin, okay, stay logged in locally. Like just looking at it has made me think of a couple things. I think it would be better if there's a form to add the actual site that we're going to build for them, if this was an actual customer, just the link, just the direct link to it. This admin thing is just visual. There's actually nothing there. Dashboard total leads. It might have one-shotted. It might have. What happens if I mark it paid before mark is contacted? Interesting. Nothing. Catch note. So where are those? Okay, so they're just saved here. Catch notes again. Control S does save it. Very nice. Budget range, project requirements, business details, leads, dashboard. Okay. Okay, it wasn't mailed to though, so that's good. Telephone 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Yep. So like on iPhone, for example, that might actually be the call. But this is pretty good. It's basically exactly what I asked for in the first half here. I'm trying to find something to debug. Um, where did it mess up? Hmm. We might have to adjust for the actual business plan, but it's pretty good for a first half. I can't find anything that's busted. Usually something's broken. So it's either the agents got better or really digging the agents down to a direct task um, was probably the way to go. So quick summary on this one. Oh, I guess let's debug that, I guess. So it doesn't have the log out button. That is the only bug that we were able to find, um, which is insane. Absolutely ridiculous. So now I'm just going to ask it a couple questions about GitHub and then kind of summarize this experience with the agents. And I think I'll cut it and then start up again for the other tasks, maybe tomorrow or something. But yeah, this went pretty well so far. Let's see if it fixes that bug. See what it does. Gonna get rid of the old admin page. I'm gonna terminate because I think it's trying to run its own. We'll let it play out here. All right, it finished up. It tested. Now let's test it. npm go to home, log out. Okay, everything stayed the same after logging in, logging out. This is ridiculous. It actually, besides that little bug with the logout, it pretty much one-shotted this, which is pretty wild to me. Um, so now let's just finish up with GitHub. Let's go back to VS. Let's say we've made tons of changes this session. It's clear that we've added tons of files. Before we commit this to GitHub, give the files a quick look over, and see if there's anything sensitive shouldn't be pushed to GitHub or messy before we do it, compared to current. So we'll let that kind of go and see what it outputs here. All right, so we checked everything before pushing to GitHub. We just deleted that null file. That was it. All this new, that looks fine. No sensitive data, proper use of environment, and the git ignore is well configured. Commit it. Make sure to update the README if required for GitHub, and make sure there's a good git commit comment that covers everything we've done up to this point. So it'll probably ask me to confirm. Looks like it's getting ready to commit. $10,100 lines of code added this session for all that. All right, okay. Chrome, refresh. Oh, it didn't push it. Push it. All right, it pushed. Let's check. Yep, there she goes. All right, so GitHub's updated. It's great. Um, yeah, so I'll just end with a little review, I guess. So that was great compared to the last one. It was definitely better. It seems like the agents are way better off when they are focused on one specific task. So for the next part of this, I'm going to do the same exact thing. Hopefully, we have the same exact outcome. There was literally just that logout bug. It was very, straightforward, very simple, nothing to debug. Couldn't believe it. So, yeah, I'm gonna cut it there, and uh, we'll start recording again when I start on what's left. All right.